I would like to do it in such a way, because it's about a new factory. First, I will ask if the production engineers has something to ask them. Yes.
I have a question about the layout of your company. I didn't see the layout. Which layout you use in your company?
Okay, we used to have the layout of 8 persons, but somehow in the company there was some problem that we just faced to them, and we kind of got lost about the layout. But at the end, that we figured out our layout is 6.3 persons.
The functional layout.
That's line of the layout.
We're talking about the layout. The follow. I mean the follow actually. The line. Yeah, it's about the layout. So may I go back to slide? You got the layout or follow? Yeah.
Which layout you use? Functional line layout or the?
It's a linear.
It's a batch layout.
It's a linear actually. So
That's what I was trying to explain, that when we put the things in there, it goes online from various
so it's production line.
before it gets to the final products.
Okay. That was your main question?
Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah, another one. I believe we have 100 virtual day, right?
Yes.
But not 6 weeks.
Actually, so last week. So what's your question?
I mean,
Which data you know?
I mean the data should be in 100 virtual day, but not in week 1 to week 6.
Yeah, like in each day, like in each weekday, like we have week 1, so we have a day like from day 1 to 25. So I think the same meaning, isn't it? Like from week 1, you know which days was it, don't you?
There is some, I understand there's some misunderstanding about weeks and days, etc. Okay. Thank you. The financial.
We have more questions.
No. The financial. Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, I get 15 questions. Yes.
In slides, you show us that you have some ratio, but how do you calculate that if you include any?
Already in the final code we mentioned it.
So you decide to
Here we would like to give more precise things rather than making all the calculations.
and why don't you give the analyze about what the ratio? I mean, or what does the value means?
Yeah, due to lack of time, I
Oh, okay.
will explain, but I can explain now. So first, the current ratio basically deals with the creditors and the suppliers. When you go in the market, you want some stocks for making the bicycles, so your supply always look in your current ratio. If it's more than 1, they hardly give you any material, so it's always less than. And the same with the weight ratio, always related with the suppliers. There is ROC and ability on credit employed. So it's related with the investors. When somebody wants to invest some money, they always do in this ratio. And we have a gearing ratio. When you go to the bank, you ask for a loan. At that time, bank look for your gearing ratio. So,
Only 4 issues.
yeah, I decided to show only 4 issues.
Another question?
That's all for the partnership.
That's all.
So, the commercials.
two questions, but I will ask one of them. Is one about the last of graph of the production part. You showed that in the last 3 weeks you have you have produced almost 1,000 bikes, city bikes, and it didn't change. But in the commercial graph purchase, you had an upward trend, and you sold them really good. And the amount of bikes you sold was 3,100, and you produced 3,000 bikes last week. How could you sold this amount of bikes and the production level didn't change?
Again, total, actually,
Actually, when we took over our company, at first we had some bikes already in our stores, and when we produce our bikes, that doesn't mean we sold the bikes. Just we stock them in our stocks. But when we just figured out how to sell the bikes, and after that we just sell them. So production graph and commercial graph is not actually the same.
All right. So the amount of just generally shows the trends that you sold them. Yeah, precisely. Oh.
Yeah.
No, but the graph in the production, it shows the production, but it doesn't show the stock, the previous stock.
Yeah,
That's the problem, actually.
Yeah,
So that's the
you're missing already amount of bikes.
like,
Yeah, so
Please, please, let your engineers who haven't said anything until now, let them speak so that everybody is contributing. So if there's a question, say, you have perhaps something to say, or you have
is it
something
possible
to
to
say.
answer?
Yes. So that everybody has the
Yeah.
possibility to say something.
No, like, in conclusion, I can say, like, if we produce 2,000 bikes, it doesn't mean that we sold 2,000 bikes. Like, we didn't have selling in some weeks, but we had production. So that's why these graphs are not accurate. Like, for production, it just shows that how many bikes we produce per week, and the total, which we produce almost like 6,000 bikes. And the selling, the charge is different, like, each week we have a different selling thing, and we sold like 4,000 bikes. So we still have the bikes and all stuff.
That's it.
Yeah.
For the data system.
For the Gantt chart, I would like to know what's the advantage of your Gantt chart? Because you didn't really explain what's the purpose or what's the function of your Gantt chart. You're just spitting out details of the activities and the times.
Can you be a little bit more louder?
In the Gantt chart, you told us about these are our activities and these are our times, but what does the function of Gantt chart for your company? Like, what's the advantage of having them?
Like the arrangements for the time for each department, so everyone can operate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another question? So, please give your final remark. If this is the new team for the new factory, and this is the team who will take over, would you give them our company? If you have a different opinion about it, it's all right.
No, we both have remarks. So
Yes?
so
Okay.
and so then I will have remarks.
So I have a few remarks about how you presented. So first thing is we're a real company and we deal with real days. So we have 105 days really. But you use some 6 weeks. I think it's professional to use 105 days to a company. Second thing, you showed us ratios, but well, you didn't explain how your company is doing based on these ratios. For example, you should have told like our company is doing well because we have this ratio which is lower than 1 and other stuff. So we have to describe your performance according to your ratios. The same thing about Gantt chart. We just saw the Gantt chart, but we didn't really understand what's it about. Well, what is it saying to us? You could like highlight brief summary and tell us on the call what it's about and other stuff. And about because you guys are not really sure who's going to answer the question. Sometimes you contradict each other, and doesn't look really convincing.
Okay, thank you. You have
Yeah, I would like also to have something that some remarks that I saw during the presentation. From my opinion, the presentation was with too much information included. There was sometimes you lost the audience, the border committee was distracted because there were like too much number, too much information. Also, what I saw that during the presentation, where the presenter was talking, also the team that was sitting and they were talking, so immediately it creates distraction and you look at the team. And also I saw that there is no clear understanding of the function and who is going to talk about the specific questions or specific ideas. Also about Prince, I think he went too much in details and he took over all the presentation, and he was what I remember from the presentation was everything about production and commercial. That's it, because I remember all the Prince talking. So it should have been more elaborated and more the time division of the presentation should be better for me. It was hard to convince me to be the new management team, but with all the work that has done, and I saw that a lot of work has been done during that there was a lot of progress. That's the good thing that I saw from your team. That it was a lot of hard work put in this presentation. So I think with a little bit more preparation for the presentation, I think it would be better.
Thank you very much for your honest remark. You can be back. They are coming, and so you can have your critical questions also when they are standing there. Thank you very much.